Rami X back in another video. In today's video, I'll suggest is what if Naruto was God. Hope you guys enjoy this what if, but if you're new here, make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes what if. So just anime content in general. Comment down below your thoughts and feelings about the video, as well as what if suggestions. Subscribe as I want to hit 9K by August and 10 or 14K by July. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Two things are going to be changed right from the bat in this what if. From the start, first, gods exist within the Naruto universe, with the main god being the Sage of Six Paths, the god of gods, and that the gods can interact with humans and can even give them power, which will change a lot of things in the Naruto universe, with more folktales being made, people knowing more tales, of course, legends and things of the sort about the Sage of Six Paths, about other gods that I'll get into, and things of the sort, but I'll explain that stuff later in the video, like I said. Naruto at this point would be fighting Zabuza with Team 7. As they would clash, Naruto would unexpectedly be slammed into a nearby lake. As Naruto's body would go numb in pain, his adrenaline would kick in. Naruto would frantically try to swim out, unable to get out of the water. The Nine Tails within Naruto would wake up, but not in time, as Naruto would pass out, eventually succumbing to the water and drowning. Kakashi, seeing what Zabuza had done, would be enraged, awakening his Mangekyo, this time consciously. Kakashi would Kamui away Zabuza's sword instinctively, causing Zabuza to have to taijutsu battle Kakashi, who's much more adept at taijutsu battle, as shown with the Kakashi versus Kakuzu fight. Kakashi would then be able to win, as Kakashi would activate the Chidori, with Haku getting in the way of the attack. This would cause Haku to die, with Zabuza dying shortly afterwards due to internal bleeding. Kakashi and the rest of their team would rush over to Naruto, pulling him out of the still water. Naruto's body, upon being pulled out, would be cold, numb, and lifeless, with Naruto's body being covered in blood from the neck up due to the force of Zabuza's blade. Naruto's psyche remained intact, and Kurama's body remained trapped in Naruto. Naruto was lucky that his head hadn't flown right off, but he wasn't lucky to be dead. The Kyuubi, in an attempt to revive his Jinchuriki so he didn't die as well, would flood his body with Kyuubi chakra. This would cause Naruto's body to have access to about 3 tails of the Nine Tails chakra, as the Nine Tails would start to push it, amping it up to even 5. But when they touched his body, it wouldn't burn them. This was because the Kyuubi was trying to get help. He wanted Naruto to live. He would rather live than die with his Jinchuriki. Kakashi, using his basic medical knowledge, would try to restart Naruto's heart, but no matter how hard he tried, he was unable to do much. Kakashi would then cut Naruto's side open and squeeze his heart, forcing a beat. Even though this seemed like a pointless effort, it was helping Naruto's dead body's psyche not deteriorate, and Naruto's life force continue to thrive. Naruto would then manifest in his mind, looking around. Is this heaven? Could I have died? Naruto would think this as the faces of his many friends, foes, and people he knew were seen before him. He saw Haku, Zabuza, Lady Tsunade, many others, who, at this point, he hadn't seen in a while, as he had been on a mission. Naruto would then gasp as he saw all these faces, with his jaw being dropped. Naruto would then walk into a blank white space he had found himself in. Immediately, the place he was in would turn black, as if somebody turned off a switch. Naruto would be able to see a falling light, as well as a fading one, in the corner of the room. Naruto would then grab onto this light as a figure would appear. It was Ramiel, the god of benevolence. A god who I've created, who I think is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. But we'll get into his character in a little bit. Who are you, Naruto would ask, as Ramiel would say that he is a being who's lived for centuries. Long ago, he was the original Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, even before Asura Otsutsuki, who I don't expect you to know. Like I said before, there's several gods in the Naruto verse. Now, as such, the tail beasts are also regarded as gods, which I just want to make clear. And the history of the tail beast stems much, much further than in the original Naruto. That's why Ramiel's the original Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and even before Asura. So the timeline's kind of stretched out a lot more, as just for plot consistency. Hagoromo's gonna live a lot longer. As such, he's not gonna really have like children for a while, and Kage is not gonna come to Earth as early, and a lot of things will just be different, which I'll explain. As such, we can now pick up where we left off. Naruto would then continue to hear Ramiel speak. You see, the Nine Tails was a very good friend of mine. He was maybe even my greatest, because in my darkest moments, the Nine Tails was there to save me. I owe the Nine Tails with my life. I owe the Nine Tails with many things, actually. Centuries ago, I ended a war. After that war, I entered a coffin. A coffin, a war? Yes, Naruto. I ended a war known as the Drift War. Thousands were killed, and in a blink of an eye, I managed to end that same very war. Thousands would, to compare to nowadays, in your world, in your era, it would be something like millions. Oh, Naruto had thought. So a lot of people died in this war. As I was explaining before you cut me off, Naruto, I had returned from the triumphant battle, but my brother was upset, so I asked him what is wrong. He was enraged, angered, furious at me as he started to yell at me. Why hadn't you saved my wife? You could have so easily. I apologized, of course, as I knew I could have, but that wouldn't have ended the war. The war would still be waging on, maybe even to this day. But even though I apologized, he was enraged, and so he should be. It was his wife. But to this degree, well, I don't know if it should have been that much hate, but it is what it is. He would then stab me through my heart and place me in a coffin. That was when Kurama, the Kyuubi's name, saved me with his vibrant chakra. That's when my body began to change, and my godlike powers truly manifested. For that I thank my brother. He made me stronger indefinitely. Wait, what do I have to do with this Kyuubi I speak of? The Kyuubi I speak of? Well, you see, is within you. The Kyuubi I'm talking about, the Nine Tails, is within you, Naruto. Naruto in this timeline hadn't been told by Mizuki about the Nine Tails, so this would make Naruto's outlook an entirely different one, especially on the Nine Tails considerably and mainly. But he also viewed the tailed beast as a whole in a different way. Naruto would then ask why he was here, with Ramiel telling Naruto that he is dead. Naruto would then start to pant heavily as he would tell Naruto that he's wasting his life force. Life force, Naruto would ask as sweat trickled down his face and he continued to pant. Ramiel would tell Naruto that the blood coursing throughout his veins has spiked. In order to keep it at a low and not, I guess you could say, waste your life force, you must be calm. Even though this may be a situation that isn't, well, desirable for you, you must be calm. It also seems to me like the blood coursing throughout your veins somehow allows you to come to this place. What is this place? It's the world in between both heaven and hell. It's the no man's land, the empty, the place where souls like me lie and stay still, wait to pass on. It's the limbo. From my knowledge, our mother was once here. Maybe that's why you're able to be here as we speak. She was a kind lady, if I recall, with red striking hair. Maybe it's your mother. Maybe it's not. Can you help me get out of here, then? Ha 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 ha. Me, an ancient god, Ramiel, the god of benevolence, helping a mere human. Who do you think I am? You see, in this realm, I am but a 139th of my power. If you can't beat me here, then you can't leave. But if you manage to, I will personally see to it that you are resurrected. I give you my word on that. Fine, Romeo. Some god you are. Let's fight. Naruto would pull out 2 kunai. It would seem that in this reality, anything Naruto thought of came to be. Naruto would throw these kunai, running towards Romeo, who would appear behind him. Naruto, sensing this before it had happened, would unsheathe his blade, his random blade that had appeared at a moment's notice. They would then clash as Naruto would pour his heart into each one of his blows. As Romeo would then feel his body begin to weaken. He had only managed to be in this realm for so long because of his body not being exerted, but he had still been in his coffin, so he would survive forever, but would vanish from the plane itself. He would vanish from limbo if he had died. Nevertheless, he would continue to fight as Naruto and Romeo's battle waged on for about an hour more. Romeo would then clap his hands together as he would grab Naruto, turning him to ice. Naruto's body would begin to freeze as he would try to break the ice squeamishly. The ice would then consume Naruto as Romeo would then break the ice. Naruto's body would fall out of the ice as Romeo would then fall on his knees coughing up blood. My body is being tampered with, Naruto. Huh? If you want to get out now, is your chance. I will give you my power to revive me. When that happens, you won't have as much control as you'd like to, though I'm fine with you not leaving at all. You are a bit of good company, Romeo would say as he coughed up more blood. I'd much rather leave. That's what I thought you were going to say, Naruto. But I must tell you this. I will have to possess your body. Well, that's fine. I assume I won't be in control here? You won't. That's all. Well, I was always told not to make deals with the devil, but I'm no devil, am I, Naruto? No, you're no devil at all. So let's go. Naruto would wake up on the back of Kakashi, jumping off and running so fast that Kakashi was unable to see him. Naruto would run through the forest at peak speeds as he and Romeo would speak to Naruto and Romeo. Basically, Romeo was in Naruto's body, so Naruto was speaking to Romeo, and Romeo's in Naruto's body, so it's kind of confusing, but basically Romeo and Naruto would speak to each other. Where are we going? Naruto would ask. We're going to my coffin. And where is that? In a special place. Naruto's body would then stop at a mountain close to the leaf. Is this it? Yes, Romeo would say, using Naruto's body. He would enter a code to enter the mountain. When inside, Naruto would see many high-tech things in the room. What now, Romeo? Now we open my coffin, and you get your body back. I see, Naruto would say, as Romeo would open his coffin to see his body gone. An aura would emanate off of Naruto's body. This was Romeo's anger. Even now, in Naruto's body, he had only been a 68th of his power. Still an improvement from the limbo, though. Romeo would then go deeper within the mountain, as he suspected that somebody took his body. He would then scout out the area to see who could have taken his body, as the only option, like I said before, would be going deeper within. So he would go deeper within the mountain-like base, sensing his brother and his body. 2 coffins would be beside each other. He would open both. In the left was his brother, and in the right was his body, with the coffins linked in the middle, and his hand bloodied. It had seemed that Darien had atoned for his sins, and to be more exact, his betrayal. At one point, the brother-like bond between Romeo and Darien echoed throughout realities, until that day, the day that Darien had killed Romeo. They had been best friends. They had been like 2 peas in a pod, if you will. Naruto would take in all of this information as he would go silent. That's what that pause was, but you were supposed to know that. Romeo's body would then start to shake as Romeo would put his hand on Naruto's body, through Naruto's body, of course. Basically, Naruto is controlling Ramiel was controlling Naruto's body and was putting his hand on his own body that was in the coffin, which would then cause Ramiel's body to awake, and Naruto would get his own body back. Ramiel would wake from his coffin, stepping out and asking of who Naruto was. Naruto would tell him his name as he would remember who Naruto was, walking deeper into the mountain, with Naruto watching as Ramiel opened 3 more caskets, or coffins. "Who are these people?" Naruto would ask. "My siblings they are, Naruto." "Oh." Ramiel would flip a switch as all of their coffins would open. He would then pull out silver daggers that had been in all of them, as they would then awake. As they would step out of their coffins, Ramiel would be surprised as he would stay silent. Inside, he felt a mix of emotions: happiness, love, enjoyment, sadness, and a mix of a lot more, of course. They would then thank their brother for opening their coffins, as Kade, Ramiel's elder sister, would tell Ramiel that she thanks him for reviving her, but she would like to visit the land of the gods. Ramiel would hug Kade, as Kade would say goodbye to her siblings. Before she left, Ramiel would tell her to remember that family is power, as she would then re-enter her coffin and travel to the land of the gods, a place for the gods to converse, as Ramiel's 3 brothers would say goodbye to Ramiel, telling him that they'll see him again in a century, as they'd like to visit the place that Kade speaks of. Darien was the only one not to go, as he would leave the mountain, saying goodbye to Ramiel and telling him that he's sorry for his wrongdoing years ago, centuries ago even. Ramiel would tell him that it's fine, as Darien would leave the mountain, saying that he'll repay him for his kindness. Ramiel would then tell Naruto that he's now crossed over and made the change from human to god. "Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I'm not human anymore?" No. You're still human. You have the organs of a human, the blood of a human, etc. But you are now a god. Do as you wish. You are a survivor, and I consider you family now. Thank you, Ramiel. It's nothing I wouldn't do for family. Now go home, Naruto. Naruto would return to the leaf, still impressed by what he had seen the day before that, and still looking for answers about the godlike power that Ramiel had spoke of. Naruto would then fall asleep, as we now switch back to the perspective of Naruto again, but Naruto was being talked about here, and he wasn't actually here. Kakashi would be reporting to the Hokage that Naruto had died meticulously on a mission, as the Hokage would be shocked and enraged. First off, it was Minato's son, and second off, it was the Jinchuriki of the Leaf, their most powerful asset. Even though they may have not treated him like it, he was their reason that they lived. He was the reason why the village stands tall. Naruto, within a blink of an eye, would return to the leaf, shocking many with his appearance and oddly high chakra levels, though Naruto hadn't noticed the amazing speeds he had managed to obtain. And with that being said, this has been What If Naruto Was a God, and the like goal for this video is going to be 400 likes, so make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes it. This is just anime content in general. Subscribe, as I want to hit 9k by August and 10k by the end of the year. Comment down below your thoughts and feelings about the video, as well as your what is suggestions, and as always, this has been RamiX, and RamiX